Good evening and welcome to the Mary and Teri Show, the M&T Show, where you may come in feeling empty, but certainly coming out feeling love and light, fulfilled, with infused future directions and definitely empowerment. With yours truly, psychic medium Mary Beth Wrenn, and my dear friend, empowerment coach Teri Petrella. Well, Teri, what's going on for you this week?
Well, I've got a couple things I want to share with you. I want to brag about you a little bit, if we can. I know you're giving me that look.
Yeah, I'm going to leave. Bye.
No, I need to share.
Okay.
I want to share a little bit. I've had a couple calls that I thought were pretty interesting, and there was a gal that called and said, "Hey, Mary Beth, I'm wishing you all the best success in the world. I just found a tape that I listened to that I was with you 12 years ago, and listened to the tape and said that she couldn't believe how spot on you were, and wants to get another reading with you." So, 12 years ago, pretty darn cool. And then it reminded me of another gal that called actually last week from, she lived in the Midwest. She said that you had said to her she was going to be out in California. She'd never been to California. She doesn't have any friends in California, but that her job was going to take her there. And next thing you know, within 6 months, she was there. She's gotten married now, and she wants to set up an appointment with you as well. So, yeah, pretty cool. And I just really wanted to share that. I know our listeners don't really get a lot of time with you. And, a lot of times we get validation after they're off the call with you. So, and I wanted to just kind of brag a little bit about you and just kind of let people know that you are real. You are the real deal. So what do you think about that?
Well, thank you for the compliments, and thank you for all the listeners and people that call in, especially to validate the readings. I think that's a lot of fun, just as much as getting the reading, but getting the validation from it. Teri, it was funny. I want to give a shout out to Casey over the weekend. That was a hoot. Do you remember the story? She wrote us the letter. Guys, people listening to this show, this was a hoot. Casey, we're just going to tell them a little bit about this one point. She called us or emailed us, validated something. She and her mother came to see us, and I connected to the other side. And I believe it was an Aunt Julia. Forgive me, I forget the name right now. But anyway, just blanked. Teri, help me out here. Was it the Doilies or something?
Yeah.
I'm going to throw the ball to you. You take over for a second.
Okay, I don't want to give you a lot, but there were a bunch of doilies that were found in a china cabinet, and they were actually looking for jewelry. Okay, but you had said something to the mother to look inside the china cabinet, that there was something in there that they needed to see. And next thing you know, they're looking through all these doilies. They find jewelry, I believe. And one of the things they found, I'm a little bit shy, so bear with me here.
Throw it back to me. I'll say it.
Okay, there you go. You go.
I'm known as blunt radio. What they found was a garter belt from her grandmother. And she had just asked Spirit that they wanted to share something special. And I thought, how fantastic that the spirit world has such a great sense of humor. And for all the years that I have been doing this type of work, that's what I've noticed, that the spirit world loves to make you laugh, because humor is a part of healing, and it's mentioned in the Bible, I believe, the humorous bone of the body, as well as the Bible. But laughter is the best medicine. And so spirit really likes to make you laugh sometimes. So I thought that was a really fun experience, and I wanted to share it with our listening audience. Well, I want to talk a little bit about Teri. Since she's bragging on me, I'm going to brag back. That's okay. Teri, would you like to run now? Watch this. There goes Teri. Okay. I have actually known Teri for over 20 years. She first came to me as a client, and 20 years ago I said, you know what? You're working with me. Okay, she thought I was from Mars. That's okay. I used to work at Mars Music. I always used to say, hey, Mary from Mars, how can I help you? And they'd say, dude, I'm from Venus. Anyway, digress. So Teri is an empowerment coach, or empowerment personality. So what I do is my byline on my website says, I see the future to empower you in the now. Well, what I mean by that is I will give you direction of what I see in the future, but it's up to you what you take from that information and apply it in the now to create your future. So that's where Teri comes in. So if you've got information about your future, but you don't know one thing from how to connect A to point B without going to point unicorn to point purple to maybe negative square root of number 6 to get to B, that's where Teri comes in. She will get you aligned, not just your chakra frequencies, but I mean by your thoughts. Because we creative folks, we intuitive folks, we don't draw between the lines, right? Me, don't.
Right.
Never ask a psychic for time. We'll tell you your past life. Don't ask us to show up on time unless it's 2 hours before an event. But that's what I'm saying. Teri takes the information that you receive from me or from another psychic, and then she helps you create a plan. So I basically called her the Tony Robbins of psychics. How's that?
Oh my goodness, that's a huge order for me to try to live up to.
Yeah. 7 foot.
Yes, I'm not that tall. Trust me, little Italiano. So, thank you for that. I mean, I really appreciate that. And that's kind of obviously where I want to go with this, and do whatever I can to help people along the way. The other thing I wanted to share with you very, very quickly before we take our first caller is that someone asked me today if you Google people.
Oh God.
I get that all the time. Yeah.
I don't have time of day for that.
No.
I think that's the funniest backwards. I know we're on radio, so I won't say what I was thinking. Anyway, it's the most funniest backwards compliment I get because the information comes through from spirit. Now, when I communicate to the other side, I rarely ask you who you want to speak to. You see, it's the spirit world that's running the show, not us. Well, when the information comes through as clearly and as accurately as possible, people try to rationalize it and to try to place it into their world so it makes sense to them. So I've been told that I Google people. Well, no, if there was a word called God-dul, I would, or I was thinking about this earlier, angel people. I work from a higher internet instead of from the Google. I think it is so funny. And when people say that to me, I started to wonder, well, how can you really do that? I wouldn't know the first thing to do. But when I ask for people's emails, especially with events, it's primarily for business reasons. 2, I work in a limited venue. I need to know how many people are showing up. 3, I make a recording for each person. I need to know the email to send that MP3 to. Yahoo is notoriously bad for that. So if you've got a Yahoo address, get Google Gmail. Just saying. But I see that all the time. And I just think that's hysterical. Teri, let's give some shout outs and upcoming events we've got, and then we'll take our first caller. I want to do the shout outs, and I know we've got events coming up that I know you'll want to talk about. I want to give a quick shout out to Tabitha in Tennessee. She is one of my gamers, and we love to play Destiny together, Destiny 1 and 2, even though 2 is a little bit grindy these days. Long story, you'll understand. But shout out to Tabitha. Shout out to Adam out over at the UK. And, of course, a shout out to the Concord Spay and Neuter Clinic. Took care of my baby bear today, and they did a beautiful job, and baby bear is recovering. So shout out to them as well. Teri, what events have we got?
Well, we've got several events coming up in February. So we have Saturday, February 3rd. There is a Davidson gallery where your office is. And so people can go out to your website and, look at those times and get tickets through your website. Also, we have a gallery that one of your favorite clients, Tammy Corvin, is putting together. Woohoo!
Shout out to Tammy.
Yeah. Yeah. And so she is really excited about that. That's going to be at 7 p.m. on the 10th of February. And then we have your Greensboro, North Carolina event that's going on actually on the 24th of February. So really looking forward to that. We're going to have a lot more events coming up, obviously. So be checking that old website, MaryBethWrenn, WRENN.com. Or call the office. You'll get a hold of me, whether you like it or not. It is telephone number 704-566-8300.
And of course, ladies and gentlemen, Teri is being shy. We have another event going on Saturday called I'm just screwing this up completely. Psychic Saturdays. No, that's wrong. That's in March. I just blanked, but it's Teri's special day on Skype. So if you'd like to get a mini empowerment coaching sessions, she's offering her services on Saturday, February 3rd, starting at 11. And I was going to call it Skype Day Saturday or something like that. Help me out. Where's the cheat sheet, Teri? But I'm trying to give accolades to Teri, and I'm completely blanking out, probably because I'm getting ready for our first caller. So let me change my hats over from advertiser into psychic. And yes, people, I have carpal tunnel, but anyway, this is not an Assassin's Creed fan thing. I have carpal tunnel syndrome and arthritis, hence the copper Wonder Woman bracelet. So
how does all that gaming work out for you?
Oh God, I'm better off at virtual reality. At least I can move myself around.
Right.
But there's this one game I play on virtual reality. The spiders creep me out, and that's why I stopped playing. It's called Farpoint. It's crazy. But anyway, that's a whole new radio show. Could you imagine virtual reality for your psychics? Okay, digress. Teri, help me out. Who is our first caller?
Well, I'm not sure. I haven't seen anything come across just yet. So maybe that's part of my issue here on this side of the fence. Have you seen it? Who is it?
It's in the chat box. So you just hit the little thought balloon.
Gotcha.
Okay. See, everybody, Teri's kind of new at Skype. So she's really good with coaching you, but she's a little bit technically challenged. So we help her. So you have to go to the thought balloon, and this is Skype 101, y'all. And do you see the caller there?
No, I really don't, my love. No.
This part's not psychic, everybody. Not psychic. I am actually Skyping this, not psychic part. Her name's Kelly in Bay, Arkansas.
Okay, let me just check in with Kelly so I can give you a second here. Hey.
Give me a minute. I got to Google it.
Okay, yeah, right. No. Hi, Kelly. Welcome to the call.
Hi.
How are you today?
I guess I'm okay.
Yeah, so listen, we've only got a couple seconds here, but we want to make sure that we get at least one focus or one question in to Mary Beth. So as you're thinking about that one question, I'm giving Mary Beth just a second to say her little meditation and her prayer to get herself totally in focus here. What is your one question for Mary Beth?
I'm actually fixing to go through a divorce. I was kind of...
Yeah, I thought it. Mm-hmm.
Want to know something about that.
Say no more. I was feeling that. I was like, she's going to say relationship, and it's going to be a divorce. Because I feel a heaviness on your chest, Kelly. Now, I don't know if your husband has heart problems. Kelly, please understand this. I'm not a doctor, okay? So if I'm saying anything medical, get his butt to the doctor, okay? Now, I feel like I'm supposed to acknowledge transportation or trucking. I don't know if that's his services or what he works or why he does that, but I feel this sense of transience energy, transportation, or I hope that doesn't mean he has a friend in every port, if you know what I'm saying. But but I do feel that you have tried your best with this marriage. You gave it your all. And I just feel like you've got a headache from it. It's just causing you hypertension. It's causing health issues for you now.
Yeah.
Do you suffer migraines? Because your aura is pretty darn red-orange.
Yes.
Oh, you poor baby. Look, when you have a migraine and you get a psychic reading, do you and the psychic a favor, reschedule it. Because when I look at a person who's suffering a migraine, it is like staring at a car headlight with its high beams on. And I'm like, well, turn your aura off, okay? You are very sensitive, and it has become to the point that not only are you empathic, you're mad. You're downright mad. And you know what, Kelly? Give yourself permission to get mad, because you got to express that. You see, the orange aura resonates in the sacral chakra, which is down by in our uterus. It's our nest. It's our home. And going through a divorce is your home. Girlfriend, it's okay to get emotionally mad. Get it out before you open mouth and insert foot in court. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because I'm feeling that your ex is looking for you to get out of balance. Okay? Now,
Right.
I feel like I'm supposed to tell you April. Is the court case taking place then? Or is that mediation time? Or I want to say vacuum cleaning time. What does that mean? I hope that doesn't mean it's, well, I'll be nice. It's radio. You know what a vacuum does. Yeah, I come from radio, the theater of the mind, not video. That's why I talk with my hands and stuff and not look at the camera and everything else. But I still feel like you're getting a positive outcome in your favor in the April time period.
Okay.
Maybe that
good.
You know what? Maybe that means you won't have to pay his taxes. Maybe it means you're getting a tax refund. I just keep seeing money, positive result, April, and for some reason the April 15th keeps popping in my mind. Okay?
Right.
Who's Michael? Kelly? Talk to me. Who's Michael?
I don't know.
I'm starting to blush. Michael's not your ex?
No.
Do you have an M of any kind? Michael, Matthew, Martin, Marvin. I'm running out of names with an M, but you get the idea.
I don't think so.
Think about it. It'll come to you, I promise. Day. Yeah. Think about it. I promise it'll come to you.
Kelly, I'm seeing a new love for you. And I'm feeling, look, I hope your age is younger than this, but I keep seeing the numbers 5-4. Now, does that mean his age is 54 and you are much younger than that? Could it be May 4th, like the Star Wars birthday? May the 4th be? Never mind. I'm a geek. But yeah, the spirit world is showing me, and it's your spirit guardians, and it's your higher self, is telling me you have done your due diligence with this relationship. You've done everything that you possibly can, and you have had it up to here with his, I'll say drinking, but I'm not sure if that's the case. But there's an addiction of some kind. So if it's not drinking, it could be sex. However, I'm seeing a new man in your life. And you'll be looking back as an ex-husband who? Okay. But keep the name Mike. Listen, the M could be a last name. Morrison. Not that his first name's Jim, but you know, if it is, so what?
Right.
But Kelly, God has your back. I see you smiling. I'm seeing 2018-19 to be a great year. It's just,
right.
Well, it's like giving birth. It's going to hurt, but it's worth it. Okay. Kelly, I appreciate you calling the show. And I always encourage our listeners, call back. Call us back. Let us know. Did we round the ballpark or validate us? We want to hear from you in the future.
Wishing you all the best, Kelly. If we can, let's go to our next caller, okay? Mary Beth, are you ready for this?
I am. I promise I won't talk too long. It's just a lot of information coming from her.
Oh, you're a talker. Don't kid me,
I know.
sister.
Okay.
Okay, so our next caller is Katrina. And Katrina, I'm going to give Mary Beth again another second here just to sort of regroup, if you will. And Katrina, what is your one question for Mary Beth?
I was thinking about relationships.
Okay. Now, before I get there, Katrina, your aura field is screaming at me, marketing. Marketing, promotions.
My name's Katarina.
What?
Your
name is Katarina? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Katarina, marketing, advertising, promotions, marketing. Do you do this type of work yet? Tell me.
I'm a cosmetologist.
Do you ever do any type of image consultant or work with people in front of the camera?
No.
Okay, that's happening. And it's coming in strong. Okay, I'm seeing you stay with the cosmetology work, but I'm feeling that you're working in front of the public eye or clients that will be in front of the public eye. And I'm also seeing you tag teaming with a marketing team, and I see that you're self-employed. Now, let's get to your relationship. That's what you asked, right? So we'll go to relationships.
But I'm interested about my career because I've been thinking about going to college, back to college for radiology.
X-ray?
Yeah.
Okay. I know this sounds crazy. I would say more like radio, television, and film instead of X-ray, film, and MRI. But that's just me.
Probably. I wouldn't doubt it. I like to be out in my rising is a Leo.
Yeah. I'm resonating to that Leo zodiac. I'm going to say the name Ron to you, R-O, like Robert or Ron. However, if you said, his name is Robert and its last name is Johnson, I'll buy.
Okay.
Hang on. Okay. I'm feeling like you're in between. I see two relationships here. I see you having a hard time deciding. The spirit world keeps telling me focus on your work. The relationship will solve itself. That's what I keep getting. So I wish I could give you more of a direct answer to specifically somebody, but I'm getting the impression they'll decide for you. Mm-hmm.
I've been having random dreams of a person I used to be in a relationship with.
You know what? Random dreams are not random. Might be organized chaos, but they're not random. I feel it's your psychic side speaking to you about that. So, find him on Facebook and look him up and say hi. Now, if he's married, leave him alone. Because, that's screwed up. Okay.
But my career, you see it changing.
That's
with the cosmetology.
That's money. 2019,
money.
big bucks. Stay with it. I'm just not getting the vibe on X-ray. If you stay radio, television, film, I'll buy. But radiology, not vibing on it. But then again,
and the man that I'm with now is I'm not sure about him either. I don't know if it's just because it's easy or what.
Spirit will answer that for you. I have this strong feeling he will back away. The answers will be taken care of for you. So all you have to do is to sit back, eat the popcorn, and just watch it melt in front of you. So enjoy your life.
He's so moody. We live together. We have kids together. It's just, and then he just irritates me.
I'm being told I have to wrap, but I will say very quickly, and that simply is, you will have children. Different guy. You're going to have a fantastic life. Consider being self-employed. Well, that is it for the Mary and Teri show for this week. I really appreciate that you listen in. And don't forget, reality is what you make it. Make sure you make it the very best. This is Mary Beth and
Teri Petrella. Enjoy, everyone.